Okay, it is 999. We just got off an eclipse and a full moon. So I said, let me get on here and do this quick 3 card pull before I get in the bed and catch up on some rest. Okay, so let's start out with some affirmation because this full moon and eclipse, it was clearing things out the way. So we are affirming that we are coming into a new day in time, into new timelines, into new experiences. The affirmation says, I am worthy because I say so. My worth is in my hands. And I think this is so important because so often we give away our ability to choose, right? We give away our ability to claim the life that we want by believing that we are not worthy of it because of this, because of that, because of what we've experienced, because of what we've done, because of what we have, because of how much money we make. It don't matter. We will find a reason to downplay our worth. And I'm here to let you know that we are worthy regardless, no matter what. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you experienced, no matter how much money is in your bank account, no matter what you've created, no matter what you've destroyed, baby. Okay? You are worthy in every way. And your worth is reflected in how you treat yourself and how you show up for yourself and how you treat other people. Okay. So if you are doubting yourself, if you are not believing in your skills, your talents, your gifts, it will be clear. It will be reflected in how you show up for yourself and how you show up for other people. So take some time and really think about what is actually going on for you around worth. Like when you think about your worth, what comes up? Who is in charge of deciding how much worth you have? And if it ain't you, you need to reevaluate and you need to do some shifting and some changing. And this is the time, this energy, this eclipse energy, full moon energy, 999 energy. This is the time where you can actually start creating those new pathways, those new mental pathways, those new physical pathways to what you want to be experiencing. You can start reflecting back to yourself what you want to see in your life, right? So if you think that work is something that you are struggling with, do some mirror work, do some affirmations, do some journaling practices, do whatever you can so that you can remind yourself that your worth is in your hands, okay? The next card I pulled is, am I communicating my needs? Okay, and this is from our soul truth deck. It says, your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe my needs matter? And do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? And this is so important and it's super tied to the whole work thing, right? Because our needs not being met is how we move through the world doubting that they need to be met, right? Not taking care of ourselves, not naming our needs, not showing up for ourselves is exactly how we move through the world. Like, oh, this isn't important. This is not something that matters, right? Because if it don't matter to you, who else is going to matter to? So start by naming your needs for yourself, by being honest with yourself about what you need and what you want. And then it'll get easier for you to communicate those things to other people. And start with people that you care about and who care about you because those are the people who are most likely to meet your need. Okay? If they don't care about you, baby, they're not gonna go out their way to meet your need. And if you don't care about them and you come asking them to meet your need, it really is going to be a reflection of how they feel about you. And if they don't care about you and you don't care about them, you see where I'm going? It is so important for you to name your needs. It is so important for you to name your needs. It is so important for you to name your needs. Okay? Because when you name them, you make them more likely to be met. Okay? People can't read your mind. People aren't reading your diary and reading your journal. They are not aware of what it is that you need specifically in order to thrive, in order to feel worthy, in order to feel loved, in order to feel whatever you are trying to feel in that moment. So you have to communicate your needs. And for people who have often had their needs not met, it does get harder. It does get more challenging to name them and to try to do the things to get them met. So you have to start being honest with yourself. I know I'm not saying this because in the past my need hasn't been met, or in the past this person hasn't made me feel like I was important, or in the past, because the past is really in control of how we are showing up, right? Our past experiences are in our brain, and our brain is replaying them like, okay, we know what's going to happen when we do this. So let's protect ourselves. Let's keep ourselves safe and just be quiet. And that is not how you are going to be safe. That is not how you are going to thrive. That is not how you are going to reflect how you deserve and desire to be treated into the world. Because again, if you keep denying your needs, if you keep ignoring your needs, then they are never going to be met. And other people are going to see that that's how you feel about you. That's how you treat you. So why would I treat you different than you treat you? Exactly. So again, name your needs. It is super connected to your worth. If you feel like you are worthy, if you feel like you are worthy of a full life, a thriving life, a fulfilled life, then you will name your needs. You will communicate what you want, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, why you want it. You will name your needs. Okay? All right, for this last one, put this mic on, child. Because I'm going to pull a card from our ghetto tail deck in real time, child. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking at the card. Oh, oh, I like it like that. Ooh, baby, the book. Baby, you blinded, tied up. That's how you feel. It says restriction. That's at the 8 of machetes. In the upright, it means realization of causality. That means cause and effect. That means what you doing is causing what you get. What you putting out is causing what you getting in. And you are restricting yourself. I think that's what this is gonna say. I think that's what this is gonna say. You is the restriction. If we could see ourselves, we would realize that the things that really hold us back are actually in our own minds. Don't punish yourself for your failures by feeling guilty. Move on and use the lesson not to make the same mistake again. But if we could see ourselves, we would realize that the things that really hold us back are actually in our own minds. It is in your head. It is in your own head. You are blinding and restraining yourself. You got 8 knives to cut these things off. Your hands probably not even tied up. Probably can do something with your hands. Don't punish yourself for your failures by feeling guilty. Please, please, please release those negative emotions and those negative limiting beliefs. Please, 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 please release those feelings of guilt and shame and doubt. Because it's the past, baby. Okay, we know better now. We have learned the lesson. It's time to move on. You cannot beat yourself up, because beating yourself up is not how you are going to hype yourself up into doing the work that needs to be done. Beating yourself up is just going to leave you broken and beat up from the past. Move on and use the lesson not to make the same mistake again. You want to be doing different things, taking different actions. You want to be thinking differently if you want to experience different things. Okay? I got some journal prompts from us from our self love, the We Are Not Strangers deck. And level one for the past says, when was a time you shared your truth, even if it felt risky? And for me, I know some of y'all know, I'm like, how can you? I don't like that it's blurry. We're going to figure it out. I read it to you. But some of y'all know that I just released or launched my Kickstarter campaign for my poetry collection, Pushing Forward Poetry for the Resilient. And it felt real risky. I've been holding on to that book for 3 years because it is a book of truths. It is a book of poems about my truth in the early years of the pandemic when I was coming into myself. I was going through so much transition. I was becoming, baby, in all the ways. Okay. And it felt risky to put that book out now back then, but right now it feels freeing. It's like, babe, this is who I am. This is who I've been. This ain't new. So I want you to journal about when was a time you shared your truth, even if it felt risky. And if you haven't, try it out and then journal about that experience. For the present, we have, how do you recover from a hard day? How do you recover from a hard day? I use the green. And TV and good eats and something sweet, good music, silence, as in no talking. Might go to the beach when I used to live by the beach. I just sit outside and stare at the trees. Those are some of my favorite ways to recover from a hard day. Lastly, what would you like to try next? Ooh, what would you like to try next? This got me excited because I want to try a book tour. So like I want to go on tour. And I know that sounds crazy because like I am jobless and living at home with my mama. But I want to go on tour. But outside of I want to go on tour, I want to do burlesque. Like I really, really want to tap into that sensual side of myself and really, really get it in on somebody's stage. So I want to try a tour, a book tour, and I want to try burlesque. So journal about those questions as we move into this 999, out of this full moon, out of this eclipse energy, and so that we can create the space and the foundation for what we want to be experiencing over the rest of this year and the years to come. Okay, we want to be exercising, emphasizing, practicing, and vocalizing our worth, our needs, and stopping restraining ourselves and restricting ourselves from those blessings and those gifts and those rewards that we deserve, that we know we deserve, and that we've worked hella hard for. Okay? Well, I hope this message was good for you. I hope you got something from it. I hope what you resonated with stuck. And if not, come back and watch it again. If it didn't stick, maybe it was for your friends. Send it to them. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all always. See ya.